What is going on? I am Anon Moose. If you are new to the channel, I also go by Zedmont and a couple other names on the archipelago. Anyways, we've got turtles on our beach. We've also got rocket choppas in our landing crafts. And one step further, we've got Hammerman's fleet. We are going to ignore all of that stuff for the moment, actually for this entire video, and we are going to jump right into warships. Now, I came so close to getting to rank 19 on 3 engine rooms, and then I ran into this 333, 329, 334. Now, I want to quickly show you how this person is getting 334 and why you should get the heck out of 3 engine rooms. Now, as you can see here, it's my son's birthday, so there's not a lot of time. I am doing the dreaded 4 out of 4. This is a great way to ruin your warship season. Do not ever sit at 4 out of 4 if you can manage it, but could not get a match yesterday, and that for like the 2 seconds I was online, and then I just bailed. So 334, crazy fast. I'll show you this. Basically, the meta has evolved. People now have warriors. As you can see here, dropping warriors on the right, maxed artillery on the back, and then energy drink onto that engine room. So just so fast. Obviously, I made one quick tweak to my base after doing that, but I haven't actually tried it out. So as soon as I saw that, I added these mines into here. No, they actually went through my mines. I take it back. So just rushing through my mines, using a shock, and then just coming hard through that engine room. So very well done, Mr. or Mrs. Squiggles. 334 is crazy fast. It's basically a perfect attack. Let's show you the 333 as well. This was before I had set up those mines and things. 4 boats of the warriors. Now that other attack, you'll notice they actually had a boat of heavies mixed in by accident, so they might have even been able to do 335 potentially. So crazy fast, crazy good. Unless you want to be losing by a fraction of a second, get the heck out of there. That's what I'm going to do at the moment. I'm probably going to lose, but on the plus side, 4 engine rooms, you only have to do 2 battles to get your chest, so huge bonus there. The problem is people are probably going to have sky shields. I'm fully kind of aware of that, but doesn't really matter. I'm not going to build a base up right now. Let's just see if I can unlock anything else that's going to help me at the moment. People are way down into here. They have sky shields. As you can see, I have fallen behind and also spent on some silly things like this machine gun here. Anyways, let's keep going. Getting past our mistakes. Rocket chopper is not really being used from what I understand. I am completely and utterly behind though, so enough jibber jabber. Let's get going. I don't even know if these troops are going to work. I've got max level artillery, but the engine rooms now have more health, so we're going to have to figure things out as we go. If I can get an opponent. Look at this. Long delays getting opponents, unfortunately. So that sky shield looks like it's in a terrible spot. Your sky shield should stop people from artillerying your engine rooms, I think. So let's just get going. We're going to send Bullet in, probably, maybe, kind of, should be using Taunt, but there's also other tricks as far as when to drop Bullet and when to flare across and stuff like that. So I probably should have not dropped Bullet and then dropped him late so he could get this engine room, but we're going to get into that later on. For right now, just doing the pure, straight up, full frontal ridiculousness, and then we're going to try and save all of our gunboat energy and just throw it on the corner of this person's base, hopefully getting that down using all sorts of gunboat energy because their sky shield is not super duper well placed. Not to say, oh, I should have not probably used that energy drink, although Bullet's going to clear some mines by being out front, and at this point we're just waiting, just like that old Dr. Zeus, waiting for, I don't even remember how that book goes, but we're not doing terribly badly. We're gonna come close to winning. That's not a terribly great time, but at least we got a base that was not super duper well set up to start with, so maybe we can pull out a win. Let's go Ujabest 78. Old fella, perhaps? Not old. Middle? I don't even know what that makes it. 42-ish? we won. Hooray, huzzah, without even modifying our base with these ridiculous mines across that are doing absolutely nothing in here. Managed to pull out the win. Okay, we've now switched accounts based on a phone call that happened. Had to make a quick edit there in the video. This is my other account. We are at ZMOT. As you can see, it is also stuck at 3 engine rooms, also stuck at 4 to 4. So we're going to upgrade this one as well. Upgraded the other one while I was on the phone. I figured I'd come back, take the learnings there, and bring them into this video so you don't have to watch me fail and all that sort of stuff. Anyways, let's unlock that third, fourth engine room. Fourth, not third. Here we go. Now, what we're going to do is quickly build this base out. That was the first lesson learned. Do not attack using this. You're going to lose. People are just going to go boom, 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 and boom around the outside, M&M, I believe. We're going to gang. All we need to do right now is bring some stuff around. That is key number one. Set up your base as soon as you get to 4 engine rooms, or you're going to lose every single battle. You're probably going to lose every single battle anyways, because everyone's got sky shields and boom cannons and rockets. Actually, I'm running into someone who had 2 shock launchers. People with 2 shock launchers at this low tier is just mind-blowing. That person should clearly be higher, but maybe they're coming down trying to set up a win streak or something like that. Don't really know, but anyways, let's keep going. Going to try to set up our base. Spend a minute. I don't know how long this is going to take us, but I'm going to guess it's going to take under 2 minutes for me to set up this base. Just trying to get our mines somewhere in the path of where troops might be going, whether they go left or right, or if they just use heavy rifle and just clear the entire base. That is also a strategy that you'll run into. People starting to use shock knuckles. I am not a fan of shock knuckles. It might be the best thing ever, but it just feels so wrong. Now, people tend to go counterclockwise from the limited information that I've been able to see, so I'm going to try to set up my mines in a place where people will hopefully hit them. Whether they actually hit them or not, I can't tell you for certain. One thing to be aware of is people are also going to have barrage, so we're not only going to be running into people with sky shields and shock launchers, but also barrage, so expect to get your butt handed to you, because if you're just moving from 3 engine rooms, you've probably wasted some keys, wasted some upgrade tokens, much like I did. I am super guilty of that, not looking far enough ahead. And a lot of these players have got full-on plans. They're not just casually picking up chests and having a little bit of fun. So this base is the start of something. It's definitely not in a straight state where it should be. A lot of people have this engine room in the middle there, but we're going to avoid doing that because I don't know that that's the best choice. I think people are just going to crush me regardless. So that's enough base for us to start with. This flamethrower probably, we're going to move this engine room more into the corner there. I'm also avoiding the obvious mistakes that I had set up there. You don't want anything touching your engine room because people could just go 1, 2, 3 and then barrage that engine room. Not necessarily the best strategy, but it is possible, and you don't want to give anyone any extra gunboat energy if you don't have to. So that's it. That's what I'm using for this base. Let's get into it. Let's see just how fast we can lose. As you saw there, I did have a win streak. I have 0 hopes I have a lot of hopes, but I don't. You get what I'm trying to say here. Let's move forward. I've been up since 5 a.m. I am not doing well. I am full of excuses. Just so you're aware, I have many excuses. It's my son's birthday today, so the first thing he said he wanted to do was go fishing, and not what I had hoped to do on a Monday morning, just to try to make Monday even worse than normal, but he wanted to go fishing, so go fishing we did. When it's your kid's birthday and they want to go fishing, that's what they get to do, I suppose. So lake fishing, not a ton of fish. Last time we were there, magically he managed to catch a smallmouth bass, which I can't even say for some reason. We're going to drop Bullit a bit late. As you can see, he's on the wrong side. I was hoping to drop him out wide to the right, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Now we're hopefully going to be able to take down that engine room right there using the old-fashioned energy drink. We're also going to throw a couple artillery onto here, hoping to keep Bullit alive. Don't know if we're going to be able to do that. Also bringing in some heavies from the other side, dropping all sorts of artillery onto this engine room, getting down all 4. That's a far, far better attack. It still wasn't super great. I need to make sure that bullets dropped on the right-hand side, but my landing crafts were not in a great spot. That's a general idea of that seesaw flare I had talked about. I think I talked about it. Could have been after my phone call. Anyways, that is a starting attack. Let's just have a look and see how people are attacking this base, see if we can make it any better whatsoever. So all heavies just coming in. My boom mines are not max level, so they're not losing a ton of heavies. Using a little bit of smoke. As you can see, that machine gun is too close because it was just blinded. And then they're just doing running and barding and running and barding, just as we expected, but without a sky shield, without a shock launcher. Don't really have a lot that I can potentially do, I don't think. Could leave this one completely unprotected, but then they're just going to go clockwise instead of counterclockwise, I would guess. If you have comments on this base, do let me know. I'm going to keep going because I want to get my chest timer going, and then we're going to call it a day. So 4 engine rooms, prepare for some losses. But I suppose that does make sense. I mean, we are coming from behind. Now, I'm going to do things in the exact opposite direction, trying my best to plan this as best we possibly can. We're going to go something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. By the way, if this video looks terrible, that I keep getting phone calls. I am just way too popular. It's Monday morning. That's not a normal thing. It just is what it is. We're going to shock like this and hopefully get down this engine room as we start running. Now, I know that heavy rushing is not going to be sustainable going forward, and I know that everyone I'm facing has all of it. Everyone seems to have max artillery and barrage, so it's not ideal whatsoever, but I don't really have a lot of options. So we're just going to keep this machine gun, flamethrower, whatever the heck it's called, shocked. And then we're going to come in from the back door and get all of our troops getting onto this engine room all at the same time. So hopefully Bullit can stay alive and or energy drink can keep him rocking in the free world. And then once that's done, we can flare over into here and hopefully have enough troops to get there. I mean, it is not going to be pretty. It's not going to be a fast time, as you saw. Our time is already super slow, and we're going to lose all of our heavies. So not super awesome. I realize that I'm going to have to change my strategies, but I just wanted to let you know, guys, that there are a number of players that have reached out that I've talked to that are failing miserably at the 4 engine room level. So if you're at low 3 engine room, like somewhere in the 16, 17 range, probably stick there for a little bit, get some tokens up, because you're going to need a sky shield, and otherwise, if you get to 4 engine rooms, you're going to lose a lot, and it's not going to be super awesome. I think we can take this one down. Hopefully, we're just going to do the old-fashioned rush. This is going to be the last attack of the day, because I just can't do it anymore. Trying to conserve GBE is so uncomfortable, unnatural, and Bullit is going to hopefully tank some mines, and we're just going to rush through all of this as fast as we can, hopefully getting all 4 engine rooms down, because every time I fail, I die a little bit inside, and it makes me very, very sad. Failing on warships sucks, because it just means you have to do 1 extra attack. On the plus side, at least when you fail, you're still moving forward. They have done... It's a tough call. Let me know what you think, if you preferred back when it was based on wins, or if you like it right now when it's based on engine rooms, because it's just so touch and go. I probably should have used... Nope, we're going to get it down. We're going to get it down. Maybe we even get a win to talk. Oh, it's going to be so close, folks. Anyways, so 4 engine rooms. at the 18/19 tier, you have to have more stuff than I do, so I'm going to come down a little bit, hopefully find a comfort zone where I can start winning a little bit. Boom, a win to end the video, and we even get the extra stars, but sadly, my chest is still sitting there waiting. Anyways, a little bit of a video where I have to do a bunch of editing. Speaking of editing, wow. Anyways, not super awesome, but I wanted to get this video out there so that you guys know, don't get too high in 3 engine rooms or you're going to get crushed. And if you are going up there, consider getting warriors, as we saw in the early little bits of this video. Otherwise, just tuck in for the long haul. There are a lot of players with a lot of resources on warships that are just going to be crushing things, and just hunker down, get some easy chests, and then just in a couple days we can catch up, I'm sure of it. Anyways, that's all for me. I'm Zedmod. Thanks for coming in. Peace.